We have an exciting new feature that we're releasing here in the next couple weeks where one of the things that I've learned, and the reason I started ByteChek, is that compliance is so much more than that little tiny window that people think about when the auditor shows up and you got to prove your controls. There's all this prep beforehand of getting ready. There's all the building of the policies. There's all of the activities that you actually have to do that you end up proving, the risk assessments, et cetera. Then there's the audit piece of collecting the evidence. Then there's the whole pain of reporting, of going through that back and forth with the auditor and getting your report, finalizing that, all those emails back and forth. That's a segment that we help out with at ByteChek as well. We have this reporting functionality that we can talk about. But then after that, you get your report and you feel amazing. You're like, oh yeah, absolutely. I got my SOC 2. We're about to close all these deals. And then you realize that actually sharing your SOC 2 and actually getting people to understand what's in the SOC 2 becomes another pain because it takes a bunch of emails back and forth, a bunch of NDAs, and then you share the SOC 2 and the reader of the report doesn't have no clue where the information is. So they send you a vendor security questionnaire asking you the same questions that are in your SOC 2 report. And you're just like, what is going on in this industry? How do I do this? And we built a feature.
A fact.
Yes, it happens. It's crazy. So we built a feature to help with that aspect of once you get your SOC 2, you're going to be able to share it directly from the ByteChek platform by quickly just hitting the button, typing in someone's email. They'll get an email to log in. They'll have to do MFA, so it's protected and secure, and you're not just sharing it with anyone. But the really cool thing is you're not just sharing a PDF of your SOC 2 because no one knows how to read these things. I do, and I've read too many of them, unfortunately, so I know how to read them. I know where they are. And what we did was we created a dashboard that is going to pull out all of those important details you care about. What kind of SOC 2 report is it? Is it a type 1 or a type 2? What are the dates? What are those trust service categories or think pillars in the SOC 2 report? What's the overall opinion? Did they pass or did they fail? Oftentimes people don't even know where to look for that part and they just flip to the back. What is the actual components of the system? One of the interesting things about SOC 2 is people don't know to read section 3 when that outlines what's the actual service that was evaluated in the SOC 2. So you could be using a cloud hosted version of an app and you get a SOC 2 and it's for their on-prem version. And you're like, cool, this is great. But you didn't actually even look at the version that you're using. So we're going to show you.
I'm doing good. Oh, wait a second.
Exactly.
There is a reason why that's perfect. It's on-prem and we're a cloud company.
Exactly. So you're going to be able to find out like, hey, like they said they were hosted in AWS. I don't see anything about AWS here in their components. And that will be displayed on the dashboard. You're also going to be able to search for those key controls that you actually care about. If you care about how are they protecting my data at rest, how do they protect my data in transit, you're going to be able to search for those type of controls and look for that information. So now when that customer gets the report, yeah, they'll be able to download it directly from this, but all of the details you actually care about are going to be right on a nice, easy to read dashboard. From a customer's perspective, at any moment in time, you can revoke access from someone. So say that deal didn't go through and you don't want these people still having your SOC 2 report, you can immediately revoke access because that's another interesting thing about SOC 2s. Once you fire it off in that email, I don't care if you have an NDA in place or not, you don't know where that SOC 2 is. That thing gets legs, starts going everywhere, and now everybody's seen your SOC 2. Now you can know exactly who has it, who's reviewing it. They have to have MFA to do it, so it's super secure. But one of the things that we want to do at ByteChek is just add a layer of transparency to everything in the compliance industry. And this SOC 2 report dashboard is the first step in that, providing the details people actually care about in a SOC 2. But doing it in a manner that's easy for our customers to share that at scale so that they don't have to go through these multiple emails that sometimes if you take too long to get your SOC 2 to a potential prospect, you might lose that deal because now they're moving on. They got to move fast and you don't want to have, you got your SOC 2, you did the hard part. Don't let sharing it cause you to lose the deal. So all of the ByteChek customers are going to be able to take advantage of that